Hey, and welcome back to Hope and Homeschool. I'm Lindsay Anderson, founder of hopeandhomeschool.com and Kingdom Mom Coaching. If you have not heard, before we get into the video today, the Kingdom Mom podcast is live. So you can go listen to the Kingdom Mom podcast where we're interviewing a whole bunch of amazing moms, and you get to hear their stories, get their expertise in things like parenting, marriage, identity, finances, working from home, which is actually what we are going to be talking about today in this episode of Hope and Homeschool. All right, so today we are talking about my top 5 tips, and I have my notes here, so I apologize if I'm looking down, for if you are planning on working from home while you homeschool. So this is something that I've actually been doing for about 5 years now, is working from home. I have had a side hustle. I right now have a couple of side hustles actually that I do other than homeschooling. So if you are one of those people that's got something that they're doing on the side, but you also want to be homeschooling, I got my top 5 tips. So number 1 is know your goal. You have to know why you are working on the side. Is it because you need X amount of income? Is it just a hobby? Like you just need something to do besides homeschooling your kids? Because that was very real for me. If I don't have a project that I'm working on the side, I don't have a lot of satisfaction in my life. I need to have something that I'm doing on the side. So know why you are doing it so that you know what your expectations are. If you need to make, $5,000 a month, you're going to have very different goals than somebody who just wants something to do on the side for fun. All right, number 2 is you need to learn. So this is something that, y'all, with the people that I coach and work with, this is something that I struggle with, is they want to learn how to blog, or they want to learn how to grow a YouTube channel, or they want to learn how to have a home business like an MLM. They want to, they want to sell clothes. They want to have a boutique out of their house. They want to make jewelry. They want to do this. They want to do that. You have got to learn. And what I mean by that is you need to plug into people who have gone before you and done what you've done. So for example, I started a blog in January of 2019 called hopeandhomeschool.com. And I kind of knew about blogging, but if I was going to actually make money with it, or actually have people go to my website and read my blog posts, I was going to have to learn from other people who had blogged before me. So you can actually go, and I'll link it below. It's a video about how I started my blog and who I personally learned from. You can absolutely go learn from them. I'll also link the course below that I took. I am an affiliate for them because I absolutely loved their course. There's so many people you can learn blogging from, but I didn't want to learn from somebody who had blogged about blogging, if that makes sense. I wanted somebody who had blogging courses but had built a blog not about blogging. Anyway, but you have to go learn from people before you. If you have a home business, you need to go learn from someone like my friend Taryn Liker, who has gone and made millions of dollars in the home business industry, without driving everybody crazy and being sleazy and slimy and gross. So you need to go learn from people who have gone before you, who have expertise in that area. You need to invest in learning. It's a business expense. So don't just think that, okay, I need to make $5,000 a year. I'm going to go start a home business, even though I've never done it before, have no idea what I'm doing. And the last 3 that I did, I totally failed because I tried to sell everything to my family and friends. Y'all, just go learn. Just save yourself the time. Go learn from somebody. Number 3, spend money. Yes. You are going to actually have to spend money on things like courses. You're going to have to spend money to learn. If you have a serious goal about making serious money from home, you might need to purchase some equipment. You might need a laptop that's not a dinosaur. You might need a ring light like I'm using right now. You might need lighting equipment. If you're gonna podcast, you need a microphone. You are going to actually have to spend money. So consider it a business investment. So here's an example. When I started the Hope and Homeschool blog, I probably invested close to $1,000. But within 3 months, the blog was already making $1,300 a month. So if you think about it, yes, I had to fork over $1,000, but very quickly that blog was paying for itself. So weigh your pros and cons. Number 4, set your priorities. This one is super important. Do not skip over this one, okay? So what I mean by that is when we start our side hustle, whether it's a blog or home business or whatever it is, we tend to be really excited about it because it's probably something that you're pretty passionate about. But what happens is it's still work, and it still needs to be in the priority place of work, the priority position of work. So what do I mean by that? So like, work never comes before your family. Work never comes before homeschooling. So you have to set that priority. And that can be really hard, especially in the beginning. But if you don't, one of two things is going to happen. First of all, you're going to destroy all your relationships. Number 2, you are totally going to burn out, because at the end of the day, even if it's something that you're super passionate about, it's still work. And so if you do it too much, you're totally gonna burn out, and then you're just gonna feel like giving up, okay? So work always needs to be in the proper priority position. So in the beginning of growing your business, it might feel like, you might be doing all of the things, and maybe you're shipping out, 1 package a day, and then gradually that grows to 10 packages a day. But before you know it, you have 100 packages that need to be shipped a day. And that's a lot of work. And so you also need to be delegating. So if you don't learn how to delegate, that work is going to gradually creep more and more and more up in priorities, because you have to spend so much time doing it. But if you are always working to keep work as like a number 3 priority after your family and your spouse and God, like if you're so work should actually be number 4, because evidently I can't count, but if you work to keep it at number 4, then as you grow, instead of just spending more time working, you are going to force it into that priority position. And so you're going to hire people in those specific places so that you can handle the growth. Does that make sense? So right now, it might feel like, but Lindsay, I'm not shipping out 100 packages a day. You will eventually. If you're doing it right, you will eventually. And so just always focus on keeping it number 4 priority. Number 5, pace yourself. Again, we get so excited about what we're doing in our side hustle that sometimes we forget to just chill out. This is like Hope and Homeschool is a perfect example of this, because I had learned this lesson from other businesses that I had started. So when I started Hope and Homeschool, I set out to pace myself. And so I said, okay, I'm going to spend $1,000. I'm going to give myself 1 year before I expect this to make any money. And I totally paced myself. And I just worked on one goal at a time. And I kept work in that number 4 position. And I just marked stuff off of my to-do list every single day, and before I knew it, stuff was getting done faster, it was getting done well, and I was making money from affiliate commissions, and then we launched Kingdom Mom within just a few months, and now we have the Kingdom Mom podcast, we've got the YouTube channel, but none of that would have happened if I tried to do it all at once. So all I did was just one step at a time, one baby step at a time. But if you pace yourself and you give yourself time to grow, and you don't try to shove everything into, 1 week, you're actually going to see results a lot faster. This has grown so much faster than I ever thought it would. So I hope that helped you today. Be sure, if you have not, make sure to go check out the Kingdom Mom podcast. If you're watching this as we uploaded it, you can actually go win a $100 Amazon gift card if you go leave it a review. So if you leave our podcast a review, we're going to be giving away a $100 Amazon gift card to somebody who reviews it in these first few weeks of its launch. All right, guys, hope you have an awesome day. Bye.